started first. Shut up.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Royal Loyal Podcast. Today we are going to be talking about some DC comic character-related series. We're going to talk about some Lord of the Rings, some Game of Thrones, and we're going to run down the comic book movies of 2022 that are left. We had a couple already, some hits and misses. Morbius. But, and when I say we, I, of course, am joined by Joe Santos and Mariah Martin. Joe, how you doing? How you been?
Good, man. Been working a lot.
Working a lot.
Yeah.
All right. Like, what type of work? Working out?
Working out, yes.
What's that shirt you got on there?
What?
Is that a body armor shirt or something? Under
Armour?
Armour? Under Armour, yeah. Under Armour.
Just nice workout shirts.
Okay.
It's like 75 outside, so it's like a little bit bit cold.
Okay.
Roll the sleeves down if I need to.
Gotcha. Mariah, how you doing today? How you been?
I'm good. I've also been busy working.
Working out too?
Not as much.
So you got the tank top thing on, your arms all out.
I'm trying to get buff. I am, but
She's got little biceps now.
Slowly but surely.
Gotcha. What the hell I've been doing? I don't know
What
what
have
I've
you
been
been
doing.
doing,
Y'all never asked me, but it's cool.
Ask you?
What do I do? Oh, I'm moving. Yeah, so I'm be moving. We're gonna move into a new spot. I'm gonna try to get, some new digs. Maybe have some new things behind people. I might put that behind y'all.
Ooh.
I like the gray curtain.
Curtain.
That might be too busy. Y'all know
Maybe.
what I'm pointing
We'll
off
see.
camera. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah.
Did you cut your hair?
I did. Well, I just shaved the sides a little bit.
Yeah? Oh, yeah. Like
I just took a shower and it was like lower or something.
Yeah, it's not quite as high as it
Yeah.
usually is. So I was
Yeah.
wondering if either it got cut or it's like
When
it's
I get out the
just really curled
shower,
up right now.
it sucks in and curls up when I get out the shower. So by tomorrow it'll be
Yeah.
puffy again.
That usually happens.
So, yeah. And working on Constantine,
It's
of
cold
course.
out of the shower and just.
Yeah. Does your hair do that?
Oh, we're talking about hair.
Oh, what?
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 It's way too early
Talk
for
about
that. Too early.
Before we dig into the topics that we're going to be talking about today, of course, I would like to give shout outs to the Patreon people, because the Patreon people be helping out with this podcast and the channel and such. So, ooh. On camera one. What's going on over there?
Lost your camera privileges.
We'll come back. We'll come back to that. But yeah, shout out to Patreon Royals. We got Daniela, Eric Johnson, Jonathan, William Reese, Keith Lyles, Mike Pacinos, and Shawnee. Thanks for being a Patreon peoples for so long. And that if you want to be a Patreon peeps, a Patreon Royal, then go to patreon.com/LylesNate. If you just want to help the channel in general, just like overall, it ain't got to be financial. Just you can follow or subscribe on YouTube, on this here YouTube channel that you're watching right now. And so the first thing I want to dig into with these DC series is there was a show. Are y'all familiar with the Wonder Twins?
Yeah.
Wonder Twins Activate?
I had to be.
I don't know if they do that, but
No, they have rings and they
Yes.
bop them together in like a fist bump.
I now remember that old school cartoon.
Yeah, it was the
When you
original
said-
Justice
Yes.
League.
Yeah, when you said Wonder Twins, I did not know who you were talking about, but now I'm there.
and they had was it a purple monkey? Was it purple?
Yeah. And I mean, they were like elf people. Like they had
The
pointy
actual
ears.
twins?
Yeah.
And they were related, right?
Yeah, I think they were twins.
Okay. I mean, like, I ain't know if it was like,
Fraternal
we
twins,
just
they were
call
boy and a girl.
ourselves the twins.
Yeah.
And then, like, they
And
be
they had
bumping
the
uglies
monkey,
later
yeah.
on and stuff.
I don't remember
Bumping
the pet
uglies.
monkey.
Yeah. And then like, it was really funny because I don't remember what their names are exactly, but
I don't remember their names. I couldn't tell you that.
one of them could turn into like animals, and the other could only turn into like liquids.
Liquids, yeah.
I
So
remember
it was like-
the bucket of water.
It was like form of an eagle, shape of an ice cube, and it's just like
he would always be
something,
Yeah.
the
some
damn
bucket of
word. And
water
then
or something.
That's
silly.
why the
That's what
monkey
I
was there. The monkey
remember.
was there because the monkey would scoop him up and
Yeah, and actually
put the fire out or
apply
something.
him or use him
I
somehow.
remember the bucket of water. That's
Yeah.
the
Put a
most
what?
visceral memory.
Could you put out a a fire with him?
Depends
Would
on
they
what
kill
kind
him?
of fire it is.
I
If
guess
it's a
he would-
grease fire, you're just gonna make it worse.
Then he turn in. Then he would turn into smoke, maybe, or something. Could he throw him in the
It's
water?
still water. It's just air vapor now. It's just vaporized.
Could he do that? Maybe he
Yeah.
could do that. That'd be dope if he could do that.
Good.
Form of vapor.
Form of
Then he go into like
cyanide gas, and then you just choke people to death.
form of acid. Yeah, there you go. Now he's helping people. Now you're helping
melting
people.
from the insides.
There you go. Then
We
she'll.
need to know the power.
That's the real
set
superhero.
here.
This is like the boys kind of stuff.
Yes.
If they did the Wonder Twins, that's how the
Oh
boys
my
would do
God.
it.
He jump off a roof. Form of acid. And just like splash
Jeez.
on him.
Everyone just turns into red paste.
I would love it. See, now I can watch it.
Yeah.
Now I'm invested.
There was a Wonder Twins series that's supposed to come out. I think it was going to be it was a movie. I think they were on a movie, and I don't know if it's going to be connected to any type of universe or nothing like that. The guy, the boy from Riverdale, the one that plays Archie in Riverdale, he was supposed to star in it. I'm not sure what the other actress was going to be. But just from that casting and then his relation to Riverdale, I was like, what type of movie is this going to be? Like, is it going to be a CW-esque type?
Yeah, it's going to be like drama.
Yeah,
like teenage drama all one day.
Yeah.
So, but, I mean, I don't know if it's unfortunate, but we'll never be able to find out because they canceled it. So, because, what is it? Warner Brothers got new management. Is it Warner Brothers?
Yeah, it was WB.
Yeah, so they got new people.
Everything was a big mix-up with like the upper management, something like that.
Yeah, because something else got canceled. I think Batgirl got canceled.
Yeah,
like
some
TV
stuff
series.
got pushed forward, some stuff got pushed back, and some stuff just got canceled.
Some stuff probably needed to be canceled, but
they got rid of Ruby Rose. And they had a different actress.
I remember that.
It was pretty dope.
I
saw some clips of her, and she was pretty awesome.
Was she?
But yeah, they just were like, nah.
I saw some clips of that Batwoman show with the new actress, and I was like, just because the acting, I mean, it's like the action. I don't know. The action is kind of on point. Mm-hmm. But it's CW, so I don't. No offense to y'all working on the CW shows. It's just not that it's bad. It's just not my lane, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, because Lucifer, that's CW, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this performance, that boy good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But not all the actors. Like something Legends of Tomorrow, those actors on there, they be killing it on Tomorrow too.
Yeah.
Just some of the shows just be like, what y'all doing? So Wonder Twins got canceled.
Yeah.
Then this other show came about and it didn't get canceled. It got picked up called Gotham Knights. Nice. Are y'all familiar with Gotham Knights? The video game that's coming out?
Yep.
I can't wait to fucking play that.
Yeah.
Gotham Knights. Let me dip in the waters about real quick. Let me just break it down. So it says Bruce Wayne is murdered, and this is the video game. Bruce Wayne got murdered. His adopted son forges an alliance with the children of Batman's enemies. Hold on. Alliance with so the city becomes more.
Mm-hmm. Ah.
Oh, Damian.
Yes, Damian Wayne. Okay.
Mm-hmm. As the city becomes more dangerous, these mismatched fugitives will become its next generation of saviors, known as Gotham Knights. I think this is Damian Robin, Batwoman. No, Damian Robin, Batgirl, Red Robin.
Red Robin, yeah.
Is there one more?
And Red Hood, I imagine.
Red Hood, yeah. Red Hood. Oh man, I can't wait to play that game.
Yeah, it's good. I saw some. It's like early gameplay footage or something. They kind of put out like a little sizzle reel for it, and it looks really cool. Like they got Jason
world?
Todd in his like brown jacket, and you're just like, I'm in. Let's go.
Twin guns. I'm always about that. So the description of Gotham Knight establishes that this show does not share the Arrowverse continuity.
Mm-hmm.
I want to stay on its own. Do your own thing. Make it fresh.
Yeah.
According to sources, the jump off point is murder of Bruce Wayne. Let's see. What did it say? Further, children of Batman's infamous rogues gallery. Blah blah. Sorry, I'm just giving the quote that I put down. Like the Guardian description also deviates from the video game of the same name, albeit with a similar Bruce Wayne death premise. The series is to be produced by Berlanti Productions in association with Warner Brothers. So Berlanti, he brought us Arrowverse and stuff like that. The whole Arrowverse. So I'm cool with that. If it's like Arrow season 1, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
More so than Flash season 6 or something.
Yeah, I guess.
So if it's giving a little bit of darkness with these characters, especially if Damian Wayne's going to be in it and those people, like characters are going to be in it, because they don't say that it's going to be those exact.
Because Damian and
characters.
Jason Todd, they're killers.
Yes,
they're straight up killers.
Just like Arrow was in season 1, arrow through the face. Okay.
Failed the city.
Yes, I was like, whoa, okay, CW, now I'm on board.
I'm here for it, and then you'll just have Tim Drake and Nightwing just like, hey, can we maybe not do that?
Yeah.
Perhaps not.
Do y'all watch Titans at all?
I haven't been watching Titans.
You ever see any of it?
I've seen the first season.
Okay, all right. Yeah, me too. I haven't kept up with it, but yeah, I had my quarrels with that show too.
Yeah, well, it was so slow.
Yeah,
It went nowhere for like the whole first season. I was like, can we?
but they jumped right into like some weird relationship type stuff right away too, and I was like,
yeah.
oh, God, done. Off the bat, just like that. But that type of tone I would like to see in this Gotham Knights show.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know, they don't have any posters up or anything like that. There's nothing like they haven't shown us anything yet on it, but. From the video game hype is all I know, and from that storyline, it looks dope. I was wondering, do you think, do you have anybody, I'm asking Joe, because I know, like, you're more familiar, like, do you have anybody that you would think would be good to play Damien? You're familiar with Damien as well, right? Mm-hmm. Do y'all have any, like, anybody y'all think would be good to play Damien?
Oh, man, there's a kid from, I think he's in the Divergent series.
Divergent. The one that starred in it? Wait. Oh, no, not the one that starred in it, because he's over it.
Yeah.
Well, you know these scrappy
kid in the
kids.
Divergent series,
I'm trying to think.
He looks pretty young. I don't know. I haven't seen one of their movies in a while, so I don't remember. I don't know how old this kid is now.
I hope that, because I feel like this would be, there's not, increasingly, there's not a lot of, like, doors for unknown people to get into Hollywood nowadays.
Yeah.
So like I would love if they were to do
the whole cast, like
the whole cast, like, spread the net super wide, find new young talent and go that way and kind of have this like make somebody, because
a lot of unknown would be great. I agree with that.
I don't know if Alfred's still alive in this, but it'd be nice. I mean, if anybody was somebody like, well, we need a character or we need an actor to pull in people and stuff like that, like having the Alfred be
the young people who are gonna hopefully. I mean, DC they want something to franchise. Yeah. They have obviously been working for that.
Begging for something to franchise.
Yeah. So I think that's the way to do it, is to get new talent.
And the Wonder Twins was not going to make the cut.
No, apparently that was not so. Are you still trying to find?
I stumbled upon this one. I didn't really consider it before, but Ansel Elgort. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he's the main character of Baby Driver. Mm-hmm. He'd be a great Tim Drake.
Tim Drake.
Yeah, Red Robin, because he's the smartest one. Yeah. He's the closest to like Bat or Bruce Wayne as far as like detective work goes.
Right.
He's, I don't know.
Yeah,
he's young, he's handsome, and I was like, that could totally work. I could see him being the smarty pants of the group. Not to mention he's like 6 foot something, like he's crazy tall.
Oh, he's so tall.
If they had if they cast one of the main characters for like a star actor.
Yeah, someone to draw in.
Yeah, but Damien's got to be the linchpin. But I think going with like a really talented unknown, especially if they cast him on the younger side, like they almost like how Peter looked in Civil War. Yeah. Like get someone like that, but have him talk like Damien, where he speaks like a 40-year-old man.
DC needs like a Haley Steinfeld and True Grit situation. That's what they need. Because that's exactly what they did for True Grit. Is they needed a young actress, and they literally, that I remember that net was like a nationwide search.
Oh, right.
For that role. Yeah, if I remember correctly.
What did she do before that? Do you know?
Not a lot. That was her first big thing, and now she's a Marvel star. And
I remember seeing. I'm like, who's this girl?
But
no,
she's
a grown woman.
Jeff Bridges. You want to tell Jeff Bridges?
And so that's what I like. If they're gonna do a Damien, and Damien is so beloved, I really think that if they do anyone who has like any preconceived notions about them, it could go sideways. Whereas if they literally have someone who doesn't have any big roles to their name that can be seen as this character first, I think that's going to be best for them. Yeah. Honestly. Forward. Yeah.
Because that's part of the thing too, is they're trying to like break continuity. They're like, hey, this doesn't have anything to do with the Arrowverse. We're doing a literal own thing. So if you just start from scratch, new people, never seen them before, it'll be probably good, because they're trying to break continuity. They'll help push that point forward.
Put that divide.
I was it kind of was like that with Titans. I mean, the guy that played Robin was a familiar face. I don't know where I knew him from though, but everybody else was kind of like fresh. Where was he from? Do you remember where he was from?
Yes, I remember recognizing him. It was like, you are in things.
But all right, cool. Overall, like, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to play the game. I believe the game's coming out before the show. Well, because it's supposed to be coming out this year, and I don't know if the show will come out this year if they haven't even given us anything on it.
If there's no casting news, they're like in deep pre-production.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. Gotham Knights, man. I want it. I want the video game. I'm going to live stream it probably here. Not even probably. I'm going to live stream it. Definitely, I'm going to live stream it because I'm going to play it live stream. Speaking of video games, have y'all played it? Okay, no, I ain't gonna get into it. I was just wondering. I like that. I mean, it's been a couple weeks.
Got no time. Dude.
Okay, yeah, I know. It's alright. It's
so busy.
We've had to like choose between food and sleep.
Yeah,
like,
damn, food and sleep.
We've been that busy. It's like, am I too tired for?
Right. I want dinner, but like also I
sleep.
only have 4 hours to sleep, so
okay.
I
want dinner, but I only got 4 hours. Shit,
yeah.
Have I been there? Actually, yeah, I have been in shit recently. Yeah. I was like, I can make some food, or I can try to sleep for these 4 hours.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's a dire situation.
Dang,
you know you're hustling when you're like, which one do I need?
You can't eat and then like just go right to sleep and get all the heartburn and then just do whatever. Speaking of heartburn, Lord of the Rings has nothing to do with heartburn.
You could have gone to the.
I know the Game of Thrones. I know. I seen it, and I was like, I can't do that because we go in order.
You gotta go in order. Okay.
I'll go to order.
All right.
I seen them say burn. I thought the dragons. I was like, damn it.
With it. You know how to improv. You're fine.
Speaking of heartburn. Speaking of heartbreak. No, that's not even gonna work. Speaking of heart, Lord of the Rings has a lot of heart. So,
truly.
Lord of the Rings has the series called not that. Maybe. All right.
Boom,
maybe that's what I really wanted then. Maybe that's what I really wanted. Get y'all out of there. Put that back up in there. Okay. Lord of the Rings. The Rings of Power.
Rings.
Yes.
Have y'all ever seen a movie called Lord of the Rings?
What?
Have you ever seen Lord of the Rings?
Yes. All three of them.
All three of them. What's the last time you seen?
Oh God.
For me, it was like 2 years ago. Some people I worked with at Universal. We watched them.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like when I was in high school, I had a friend group that we would do the marathon day of all the extended editions. But I probably haven't. Goodness. Yeah.
Y'all would do a marathon?
Yes,
like,
we would do a marathon.
That's like more than one time?
Start early in the morning. I think we did it like 3 or 4 times.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
But yeah, I don't know that I've seen. Like, I've seen clips of them when they're like on TV or something, but I don't think I've seen them in a couple of years.
All right. Because I asked because I was like, I'm finna do a marathon before this series come out.
Oh, yeah. For sure, we'll join you.
Down for that. That's hours. I mean, it wouldn't be all in one day.
It's
I don't know. You're the one just choose between eating and sleeping.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Because I think also extended editions
carve out the time
are like 12 hours.
Do that.
I think something like that. 11 hours.
Yeah, it's
like 2.5 or more, 2:40 or something.
For the extended.
Oh, you're not talking about the extended editions.
Like 3 hours. Damn extended. Y'all want to do that?
We have all of the human knowledge in our hand. Hold on.
All right, I'll do. Yeah, actually, I never seen the extended version, so I would like to do that.
Though. You don't have to watch
I'm not finna do that. No, thank you.
Just look at the fun parts with Smaug.
11 hours and 22 minutes. Look at that. I said 11 or 12 hours.
Oh, to watch all the three of the extended?
All 3 extended editions.
I don't know.
It was 11 hours and 22 minutes.
Yeah, we're not doing that in one day. Not doing it one a day, over a weekend, something like that. We'll do that.
No, we would never have the time to do that.
So some of you ask, what is it about? Let me tell you. It's an epic drama set thousands of years before the events of J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit, which we're not going to watch, and The Lord of the Rings. Follows an ensemble cast of characters, both familiar and new, as they confront the long-feared reemergence of evil to Middle-earth. That's the IMDb description of what it's about. Damn it. There are no trailers of it. Well, there's a trailer. That's right. Trailer. I seen the one teaser when they had the liquid moving through the thing on how they making it.
Yeah, they actually did that.
Yep.
They did that practically.
Yeah, I heard that. I saw it behind the scenes. That was dope.
Yeah.
In this trailer, but I remember watching the trailer, and I just got chills because of the music, first of all.
Yes.
I was like, this thing going to be the most epic piece. What in the hell? And I think it's the budget for this one. I think is it the highest?
Currently, yes.
Or is it Game of Thrones? It might be Game of Thrones.
It is the highest budget they've had for a television series.
Okay.
Yeah.
Per episode and shit. It's like, oh my goodness. So from the trailer, it looked like movie quality. Like, would you see,
absolutely.
So they going all in.
A bunch of fans were really upset about...
Are you looking at it?
Huh? Oh, yeah, they were really upset about the CGI, and they did not like the elf costumes.
Oh, really? The costuming?
Yeah, they thought it was And like I kind of disagree because it's like
thousands of years.
We're literally setting it thousands of years, so like there has to be an evolution. They can't have just been wearing the same kind of armor for thousands of years. Like let them start a little more like literally just like straps that come down, an armor chest piece, and like that's what they got right now. Like they didn't become the elven like kingdom overnight. It took thousands of years, so let them start somewhere basic, and you'll have somewhere to build.
I was gonna say, what were humans wearing thousands of years ago?
Yeah, and I was like,
buffalo cloth. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, man.
So
nothing great.
Yeah, nothing great. Yeah. And with the CGI, I'm always a little forgiving with the CGI because I always by the time marketing and stuff being done, giving you what you got. Yeah, which we'll talk about that with the recent. She-Hulk. Yeah. Oh, so you know where I was going. Yeah. Were you looking up the per episode?
I was. Okay. So I don't know what that breaks down to. I would have to do the math. But basically they're saying that, because I think when they approved Rings of Power, I guess they approved it immediately for more than one season. But so Amazon, what they have released is that the first season alone, which I believe the first season is set to be 10 episodes, will be over $462 million for the first season alone.
462 million?
For 10 episodes.
I believe 10 episodes.
Damn.
So 46 million an
almost
episode.
50 million an episode, man. Sheesh.
I think the next one that's close is that the final Game of Thrones season was about 10 million an episode.
And this is 4 times, almost 5 times.
Orders of magnitude bigger. Okay.
They're saying that because they haven't said exactly how many seasons they've approved, but the showrunners and the network, Amazon, has said that the Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power TV show, from what is slated, is predicted to pass $1 billion budget. But they haven't said how many seasons that encompasses. They don't know. They haven't said. They just said for what has been cleared and what has been greenlit, it's predicted to pass a staggering $1 billion.
Who's some of the y'all know who some of the stars are in this? Like I don't.
There's not a lot of big new stars. They're new people.
Yeah, they like we ain't got money for y'all. We doing all this practical stuff. Somebody's really getting fired up.
I think it said. Game of Thrones is next with 10 million per episode. Nice. And then I think Mandalorian is close behind. It's crazy.
40, what did I say, 42 was up there?
46.2
million per episode.
Damn.
Which is probably going to end up being like,
series ever made.
It's probably going to be like 46 for the first episode. And then like, probably like 30. 70 or 80 for like the last 2 episodes
some epic shit at the end.
It's probably around out something like that. But
are you what was it?
I was like, but still, that's just a massive amount of money.
How do you feel about the trailer? Like, did you get were you like, oh yeah, does it look like it's gonna be worth the?
I think
42.
It didn't
46.2.
It didn't really give a lot of like stuff away. It's just kind of like, all right, cool. Here's Middle Earth. This is kind of what the people are doing right now. Yeah. Stuff's gonna go wrong. We're like, all right, I'm here. Like anything Middle Earth, I'm ready for. Bring it.
What Mariah? Anything stand out in the trailer for you? Or,
I mean,
get you more excited or less excited or same?
I'm excited. Yeah, I don't really know what to expect. So honestly, I'm kind of like, this is one of the few things that I'm kind of going in with not a lot of expectation and just like, I'm assuming it's going to look beautiful. Yeah. So I'm just like excited to sit and watch the spectacle.
Do y'all think with this one, because I know they've done it in the past with different shows, do y'all think it'd be good or beneficial if the studio premiered it in the theaters? Because they did that with they did it with the fucking, what is it, the Inhumans? Not that they didn't do it in Inhumans, but it was, you know how they premiere certain shows. Yes. I mean, with that budget and how epic this thing, like just watching on your TV, I was like, I want to go to the theater.
I would definitely accept that. Yeah, go into the theater and actually like get a full experience.
That was the next question. Yeah, would y'all go to see it?
Absolutely.
For sure.
That's crazy, man.
I got plenty of friends I'd love to go with.
That could change the game. Like, if they were like, when it comes out on TV, we'll also put it in, like, even if it's limited theaters, we'll have each episode in the theater for you to watch. I mean, that's good. That's good money making.
I mean, that would be
absolutely.
Just thinking about that, Marvel's kind of blurring the lines with their like series really taking place in the same universe as the movies, and kind of like using the series to give you backstory so that the movies can be more informed, things like that. That would be an excellent thing for Marvel to do.
I did look up
like if they did like episode 1 of Falcon and Winter Soldier and they made they beefed it up a bit and they did more stuff with it,
right?
And had that be like episode 1 is only like an hour and a half. You watch it in theaters, and then the rest of it's coming out on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So that'd be like a very interesting thing to like. Obviously, put the first episode on Disney Plus. Don't just make it theater exclusive, but it'd be cool to like kick off a series with like a short film, and then get into like the rest of the episodes. But a cool concept.
Or even like because you said use the shows to give backstory, like with Moon Knight. You watch Moon Knight, you go watch a Moon Knight movie like soon after, but you got that backstory. I mean, it'd have to still be able to stand alone. Like Marvel's good with that as well. But I think this would be a good test for that. Like that budget and how epic. Yeah. Like when I think Lord of the Rings, I'm like Lord of the Rings.
It's a monolith of like culture. So
I mean,
they can take the risk.
Lord of the Rings is the only like nerd culture movie to ever win Oscar Best Picture.
Yeah. Oh,
it's the only one.
Oh, Harry Potter didn't win?
King. Return of the King.
Harry Potter didn't win nothing?
No.
They were all fine.
Black Panther was the first Marvel nominated, obviously, for Best Picture. But yeah, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King was pretty much the first nerd culture movie nominated and won Best Picture that year.
Yeah. And the second one?
That's the third one, Return of the King.
The third one?
Two Towers.
Okay.
Yeah.
The second one.
Lord of the Rings, Return of the King won its Oscar year, which is like hadn't been done before and hasn't been done since.
They're all three got nominated, right?
No, I think the first two got nominated in different categories of visual effects. But
because everyone's freaking out about the Hobbit feet.
Yeah,
wow,
but Return of the King is the only one I believe that was nominated for Best Picture.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
Damn, I hope they experiment with that because I know with movies, day and date release. Y'all familiar with the term day and date release when they put it like, let's say I think they almost did that with Batman, like, or it wasn't going to be day and date, but it was going to be like they're going to show Batman, didn't have like maybe 2 weeks later it was going to be, like on not Disney Plus, on whatever it's on HBO.
Quick.
Yeah, I think it was 45 days or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was.
But yeah, I mean, with this show, because I think the fan base is so big, like I said, like have it limited. Yeah. If they can put it in the theaters will make some money off it. Hardcore fans will definitely go see it. I would go see it too. Yep. Like people who don't have, but it's different to take a movie and have a day and date release, but you have a series, have that day and date release. I don't think that's happened before.
No.
And I think that this be a good experiment.
I'm sure Marvel will be watching with bated breath, like, all right, how does this work?
Yeah.
Does it work out good? All right, write that down.
The logistics of you would basically. You would have to then inherently though have a gap between your season premiere and your episode 2, because if you only had a week between the way it normally is, I don't know if that would be enough revenue for like how long you have to, because I know for sure movies have to have contracts with the theaters that they have a certain amount of
exclusionary period.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that would work.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like with this, well, that's what I was saying. It'd be a good test, but I got
the semantics of that.
That's why, like, when they do, like, what's it called? What's that? The company called that does the anime, like,
Studio Ghibli.
Yes, and they have those
releases. They'll re-release them in theaters.
Yeah, like that type of thing.
Events.
Like it'll be like a Fathom event or one of those events or something like that.
That's true.
But I don't know if a week would be like they'd be like, here's the movie and the series is out as well.
No idea.
Here's like extended episode 1.
The second episode going to come out next week. Now, just keep season or episode 1 in the theaters.
Because then you would think that like once that first week passed, no one would go to the theater to see it because then they would already be behind.
But new people who don't have might sign up for whatever. What is it? Is it HBO?
It's Amazon.
Amazon, Amazon Prime.
That would be a great
Amazon Prime
ploy. I mean, like,
try it out.
It'd be great. Like, hey, if you want to see the rest of this story, show them episode 1.
Yeah, keep it in the theater for like a month
and a half. Be like, if you want to see the rest of this, you got to get it on Amazon.
What would be really smart is if they had a way to track, like, hey, go see this first episode of this, and if you go buy a movie ticket to the first episode, you get a discounted rate to Amazon Prime.
Right. Yeah, see, we doing the work for y'all.
Hey,
you don't get in here, we doing the work for y'all.
Someone's already come up with this idea, I'm sure.
They ain't implementing it.
No.
Implement.
But I'm saying that people love a discount. Even if it's not as big a discount as they think. You say the word discount and people are there.
You would only play episode 1. You'd only play the first one. Leave that in theaters. Let the people who already got Amazon Prime keep watching the show.
Yep.
Because even if I watch this movie in the theater, or if I watch this episode 1 in the theater and then go home and watch it on TV, I'll be like, all right, that's cool. Then episode 2 comes out, I'm like, damn, I would love to see episode 2 in the theater. But let me just go back and satiate my palate and just go back to the theater to watch, episode 1 again. It's Paulette.
No, it's palate.
What the fuck is going on? My palate. My palate. Constantine. But yeah,
CW, do your research. What are you doing?
Oh, I had to
Soft
get
topic.
it. Not
Calling out CW casually like that?
Yeah.
Okay, casually. Oh, my bad.
Freaking.
Okay.
Constantine.
And that's the last episode of the World Low Podcast. Thank you for coming.
CW shut them down.
They're shutting us down for good.
You gotta clear all that Batman shit off the background. Oh, no, not my things. All right. Cool. Speaking of shutting things down.
Yeah.
I don't have a segue, but I just want to make sure I got it.
I'm like,
What you got?
No, I don't want to move on yet. I just want to make sure we covered everything here. Do y'all have any expectations for this one? Is it going to be bloody? Should the kids watch it? It's going to be for the kids, though, ain't it? It's PG-13.
It's gonna be. It's not gonna be bloody.
No,
If anything, it'll be like the Lord of the Rings. It was a little bit. There was no real blood.
No.
Blood. It
Yeah,
was
no. Even in the
violence,
war, it was ogres or something getting
15,
sliced.
16-year-olds are fine to watch this. There's some orc suicide bombers, but it'll be fine.
Or suicide bomber.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, now, speaking of blood.
Yeah.
there you
And
go.
fire.
And
You did this
no
last
suicide
time.
bombers, but
It's
bombs,
the other way around.
explosions.
Blood, I know. He said fire first. Blood first.
He did. You're right.
You ever hear of a show called Game of Thrones?
What?
Game of Thrones.
Is that a board game?
Is that a board game? It might be. I'm
It
pretty
is.
sure there
We
are.
played it. Last time I played it with some friends, you pick the houses. It's like Risk.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
it's got
okay.
Westeros, and you pick houses, and I ended up being the Targaryens, and I won.
Okay.
Take that, Brett, Cy, DJ,
Is this person,
and Reese.
Are these people gonna come to my house looking for me?
They're gonna try.
What is this? So, House of Dragons. House of the Dragons, I'm sorry. Game of Thrones, House of the Dragons. What is it about, you say, Mariah? Well, the story of the House Targaryen, say it from Mariah.
Targaryen.
Set 200 years before the events of Game of Thrones. That's all I know.
Yep.
Hate me or love me, I've never seen an episode. No, I've seen one episode of Game of Thrones because it was forced upon me.
Really? How did I
I've never
know
seen
that?
Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay,
As
you
Joe
love
reaches
it.
for his shotgun. What are you reaching down? No.
It is
My
so
my
good.
ankle itched.
Yeah, I know. The episode I saw, I liked.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, this looks like something up my alley. What was that thing of I'm too late to the game? It's going to take a while for me to catch up.
It's a long
Get to
journey.
it. But it does. The journey does look worth it. It does look worth it.
It is.
I've had spoilers told to me before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember anything. And I knew I wouldn't remember when they were telling me. And the show was, I mean, I know how it ends. Because, like I said, that
Everyone
last
said about
episode
it,
was kind of
yeah.
forced upon me.
Yeah, all of that.
Thank you, Carl. Yeah. Carl.
Yeah.
Oh, give me the last name, government. So, I'm going to call you a resident Game of Thrones aficionado.
I mean,
Is that a word?
Targaryen especially.
Oh,
yes.
Targaryen, yes.
Targaryen.
What do you know of this show? Like, do you know anything of what to expect from the show? What it's all about? Who is it? What is a Targaryen?
Do. So this show is set, like it says, 200 years before the events of Game of Thrones. Fans are excited because this series is still being based on George R. R. Martin's work that has already been published. This is not showrunners and writers trying to write George R. R. Martin. Just like the first 5 seasons of Game of Thrones, it's text that is already written. It's like, oh, I should have known the title of the book, As You Call Me the Aficionado.
Look it up.
But it's basically the
Please.
the Targaryen history.
Is
It's
the book?
it's a supplemental text.
And he wrote it?
Yep. It's
Oh,
like
okay,
a
okay,
supplemental
okay.
text to Game of Thrones that's like the Targaryen history. But basically it's referenced in Game of Thrones that the first big Targaryen king that was known for his dragon wars was Viserys the First.
All right.
They reference him a lot throughout our Game of Thrones series, and this
called-
show is taking place during his reign.
It's just called
Oh,
Fire
shit.
and Blood.
Is it just called Fire and Blood?
Fantasy by
Fire
tells the
and
history
Blood.
of the House
Yes.
Targaryen.
Yep. So Fire and Blood.
Appropriately titled
yes.
Fire and Blood.
And so basically it's kind of what we love about the original Game of Thrones, like seasons 1, 2, and 3. It's a lot of politics, a lot of shady hallway dealings, politics.
Right. Yeah.
The Targaryens are trying to keep their seat in charge of Westeros. King Viserys basically marries Alicent Hightower, who is a young bride that he falls in love with, has children with her, and then basically Alicent and House Hightower, her father, wants Hightower to now be in charge of the throne, even though the Targaryens are still technically the line of succession.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what we know so far about the series. Matt Smith is playing Daemon Targaryen, who is known as like the warrior prince.
I'm in for it.
Anything Matt Smith I'm in for. Rhaenyra and Daemon are, like they talk about in the series of Game of Thrones, are known as the two dragon riders that would ride their dragons into battle.
No, these characters that you just said and talking about, they're just spoken about.
Yeah, they're only
Correct.
like legends.
Well, like Daenerys' dragon Rhaegal is named for Rhaenyra Targaryen.
Okay.
And Viserion is named for her brother Viserys and King Viserys, and her father is Viserys II.
So when this show was announced and it's going to be about the Targaryen family.
Yes.
Because of watching Game of Thrones and hearing them speak of the legends.
Yes.
When they spoke about it in Game of Thrones, these legendary people,
Targaryens.
Did it feel epic? Like, damn, I would like to see that.
Oh,
when you heard it,
it's like it wasn't time of the dragons.
Without even knowing
were
about this series coming out, just like as you heard it, like, damn, I wonder if they're going to give some flashbacks.
I think when we're at Winterfell, Bran and like the Starks, like lady in waiting, she'll tell them stories about like the age of the dragons and like it at the time we meet them in Game of Thrones. This is literally like the fairy tales of lore about these giant dragon battles and Rhaenyra and Daemon riding dragons into battle, and this was basically the fall of the dragons. This entire place that we're set in.
Yeah, and that's like why everyone freaks out so much when Daenerys shows up with some dragons, because they're, it's biblical to them. They're like, oh my god, that's how the Targaryens took power in the first place. They came with a shitload of dragons and just torched everything. And and they see Daenerys and they're like, oh, this is not good.
Yeah, that is true, because I'm getting real nerdy for you. But yeah, the Targaryens are not... They were not born in Westeros.
Right.
They lived across the sea, and literally Viserys rode over on his dragons, and the Targaryens rode over on their dragons and conquered Westeros and took that seat of power. So...
Are the dragons extinct in Game of Thrones?
That's the thing.
Yes.
They're all
for those of you who's just joining us, I don't know nothing about Game of Thrones. I plan on watching it, though.
Yeah.
Because the series does look interesting. It's another one that gave me chills watching this
basically, these set of dragons that this age of Targaryens ride, they're like the last dragon riders, the last dragons. Once...
Oh, okay.
Spoiler alert, these dragons... things don't really end well for the Targaryens, because we do know when we are in Game of Thrones, they are no longer in power.
Yeah, because people in Game of Thrones already know, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
Robert Baratheon defeated the Targaryens. That's why Daenerys and her brother are across the sea and hiding. So since they were defeated and those dragons were gone, people have not seen dragons since Daenerys.
Do you think...
Or until Daenerys.
Do you think it's going to end like that? Like, do you think they'll end with their fall, or
that would be my
from
guess.
Game of Thrones, watching Game of Thrones, do you think they'll end with their fall, or they'll end on a good note?
Yeah, they're probably gonna send what's their parents' name? Daenerys and Viserion.
Viserys? It's Viserys II. Is their dad's name?
Yeah, I think it's probably gonna end with Viserys II.
That's
probably
what I would guess.
We gotta get out of here, and they're gonna be on a ship. Like, where are we going? Like, we're going east, and then just off they go.
It would be. I don't know. I'm not sure how far... I mean, they might be playing their bet and seeing how much people respond to this because of how Game of Thrones ended kind of tumultuously.
Yeah. And if people really respond to season 1 of House of the Dragons, you could probably stretch out, like, the whole Dragon War. Like, if not... Snap it shut.
They have some heavy hitters in this cast.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think. I'm so bad at names tonight because my brain is awful.
Yeah, they're swinging for the fences with this cast.
Did she say the budget for this one too is like $12 million per episode?
Or
did they take it up a notch?
Look up. That was like Game of Thrones season 6. I think it was like 12 to 15 million an episode. I don't know what House of the Dragon is.
Okay. I wonder if that's going to be anymore.
I mean, they're going to have a lot of dragons.
Yeah,
so,
the CGI budget.
the CGI budget's going to be. But yeah, they have Matt Smith as Daemon Targaryen, Emma D'Arcy is Princess Rhaenyra, which she is best known, I think, as playing the love interest in Bates Motel, the TV show.
Okay, all right.
Which she was incredible in that.
There it is.
Oh no, that's Olivia Cook. Olivia Cook is playing Alicent Hightower, who's known from Bates Motel. Graham McTavish is in it.
No one from Game of Thrones is going to be in it. There's no
one
people
is
that lives that lives long or nothing like that. There's no 100-year-old, 1,000-year-old.
No, maybe the three-eyed raven, but
200 because 200 Raven. You said three-eyed Raven.
Three-eyed raven. It's a whole
he doesn't
thing.
know.
Okay, all right.
I don't have an hour. I don't have an hour to explain it.
That would have been.
So they're looking at 10 episodes for the first season, $20 million per episode.
20 million. All right. Yeah,
Oof,
and then Lord of the Rings said, "Here, hold my beer."
Yep.
64 million.
46.
So they doubled.
Almost
They doubled
50
it.
million an episode. Yeah.
Yeah, sheesh. But
That's crazy.
Game of Thrones. So 15.
I'm so excited.
Game of Thrones about 15 million an episode.
20 million episode.
20 million episode.
Yeah.
Yes, end of season. The last season of Game of Thrones was, I think, about 15 million an episode.
Yeah.
So this one they're upping it
They're
because they got more
throwing
dragons.
more money at it.
Man, I saw the trailer. I saw the title, and I was like, y'all had me at house. I mean, Dragon. It's like, y'all had me at Dragon, of course.
Well, and they have the original composer back.
Yeah, that's what these music in these damn shows, man. I'm like, why is everything all epic? The hairs is standing up and shit.
I know.
I'm
Well,
like,
they got
right.
the original composers for Rings of Power, too. Like,
Yes,
that they know that is what we are viscerally connected to.
Yes.
Yeah, music is such a big part of it.
Like, Professor X and multiverse.
Yes.
They threw that in there. Like, my childhood.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is probably the show I'm most excited.
Oh, this is the most anticipated. Oh, yes.
Remember how I said I had no expectations for Rings of Power?
This one.
This one's the opposite.
High expectations.
High expectations.
You guys screwed the pooch a little bit with End of Game of Thrones, so come back strong.
And okay, this might be a crazy take because I know some people loved it, some people hated it, whatever. I did not disagree with the trajectories of characters in the end of Game of Thrones. It was too rushed.
Yeah.
Correct. I cannot argue with anyone saying that it was too rushed. Because I think they had laid the groundwork, and George R. R. Martin himself had laid the groundwork for that trajectory from book one.
Mm-hmm.
But it was rather than a gentle decline, it was a steep drop-off. And that was why people felt cheated.
She just looked at the city and was like, I'm going to burn it all.
Yeah.
Like, calm down.
Yeah, okay, I see. That's what I heard, and I was like, I figured that was kind of what it was, because I heard a lot of people, like, people were naming their kids after her, and, like, she's a good, and then, like, it was just, like, a 360.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
too fast, I guess.
She's always been, I mean, like, I think I'm also the nerd that reads the books. I haven't been able to read them in a while, but I'm on the 4th book, I think, which is, I think, Clash of Kings.
Mm-hmm.
But even more so in the book, because in the show you get the decisions Daenerys is making, but you don't always get the inner monologue that you get in books. And so, like, a lot of the decisions, like freeing the slaves, and the things that Daenerys does, it's always kind of two-part. She does do it because she feels it's the right thing to do, but she's also always has in the back of her mind that she wants her throne back.
Yeah.
So there are certain chess moves that she makes. Like, she is led by her emotions. Yeah. But she is so smart that she always is thinking of the chessboard. Right. And she always has that end goal in mind. So they do kind of set up that she would do a lot for that goal, doing the good thing, quote unquote, lined up with it to a certain point.
Yeah.
Would it have taken away if they showed her in a monologue?
No, I don't think so. It's just harder to do in TV shows. It's something you can do in books that you can't as easily do in shows.
I mean, there's a whole narration.
Yeah, there's a whole tonal shift the show would have to take, because it was mostly about Jon Snow, and kind of it's more about the Starks than anything else.
Yeah.
And I think it was like what we talked about a couple of weeks ago, where Wanda's arc could have easily been turned into what happened with Daenerys, where it was like, oh, angry woman gone crazy, they do their thing, and it was handled so much better. And then I think everyone was kind of primed to be like, you're really gonna make Wanda be angry? And they're like, all we could have is flashbacks to Daenerys. Like, don't do that, man. Don't take a good female character and just make them crazy.
Yeah.
Like, please don't do that.
I mean, I am of the camp that as soon as Daenerys lost Khal Drogo, something broke.
Yeah.
And she lost the baby that they were going to have. Spoilers for Game of Thrones. Nate, who hasn't seen it. I'm sorry, but there are definitely
I'm not gonna remember this.
waypoints throughout the show that show her breaking.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she'll make
she's
got the plan to get the throne, and then kind of on the day she'll make decisions like, now I'm gonna burn this place to the ground.
But that's Targaryens. That's why they're fire and blood.
The whole
like
thing
when
is
things don't go their way, they burn it.
Yeah. The whole thing is they have like this. Their family has this reputation of going to madness later in their lives, or like being a bit power hungry.
Her father, Viserys II, was known as the Mad King.
Yeah, they have a reputation of going nuts.
The fire and blood is what helps hook me.
Their
fire and blood, baby.
What is it?
What is?
It's not motto.
Their motto.
Is it motto?
Yeah, their motto is
house
fire
motto.
Credo.
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't know if they phrased it differently. If it was just motto.
I know.
House words.
You are trying to think of a different phrase.
Yeah.
I know what you are trying to think of.
It's not credo.
Yeah, it's a different way to say it.
Right.
Was it creed?
No.
No, it's something like that.
The blood and
fire and blood.
Yeah, because like every house has like
their own
like phrase that goes with them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like people always think it's Lannister always pays their debts, but it's something else.
Well, my last question was going to be, if I were to watch, would it be a mistake if I were to watch the show and then go back and watch Game of Thrones?
No, not at all.
I'd be interested to see how your experience would be different.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, because maybe I could watch this one and then go back, and then as I hear the tales told of these legends,
I was gonna say, and like honestly,
I remember that.
Probably would have more context.
I understood that reference.
Watching Game of Thrones,
we don't know how it ends.
When they reference the olden days of the Targaryen rule.
Does Jon Snow have a nice enough history or anything to go back into the legends of his past or anything like that?
The Starks do.
The Starks have anything to do with this?
Not really. They kind of chill in the north.
Literally chill in the north. That's a huge thing in Game of Thrones is Sean Bean's character going down into the capital and basically involving himself in politics is a huge departure from the Starks in all of their history.
Yeah.
They literally like for a while they weren't even part of Westeros. The Starks for a while were like
just
their
hardy
own
northern people,
their own thing, their own faction.
Yeah.
They weren't even necessarily in the government of Westeros for a long time. They were up in the north. They're one of the only houses that still praises and like serves the old gods.
Yeah.
So they're very much so kind of distanced from politics.
So would it be? It'd be a boring show, is what you're saying?
While all of this Targaryen stuff is going on, they're probably like want nothing to do with it.
It would be semi-boring because, like, you know, the whole series Game of Thrones is about the throne.
Yeah.
And the Starks, for their history, are just like, hey, you guys have fun down there. We'll be fighting off these wildlings. Like, that's kind of
fighting off these wildlings.
Yeah,
literally.
They're cool guys. They're just like, I don't want to deal with any of that. We'll just be up here hanging out.
Gotcha. Shoot,
I'm
ready
for it.
A
series would be cool though. The Night's Watch series.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
Know what you're talking.
They defend the wall.
Yeah,
the wall.
Okay. Speaking of walls, we're breaking down some walls, moving toward the future of comic book movies. There is a list of movies that have come out in 2022. Some have already passed. I just want to run down the list of what we got coming up next. We had the Batman, came out in March, Morbius. It just came out in April. Doctor Strange 2.
I really thought you would say
Multiverse of Madness. I know. What? Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness came out in May. Did I miss anything? I remember those three. Was it March, April, May, right?
Yep.
And then movies,
nothing in June that I can think of coming out.
I think so.
But in July. Thor: Love and Thunder. I just wanted to, we got him here. I want to talk about this. There's a list. There's Lord of Thunder, the DC League of Super Pets, Black Adam, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Shazam, Fury of the Gods. With Thor: Love and Thunder, starting with that, we've seen the trailer. We've seen everything it has. almost everything it has that's gonna like.
You see the picture?
Things they're gonna show us.
Natalie Portman and
Tessa
Thompson sitting on the thrones, and they're just ripped.
They work out together.
Yeah, it was like I saw some video and it was just like Marvel, and it showed like She-Hulk, and it showed Peggy Carter, and then it showed Tessa Thompson and Natalie Portman. They're like, I don't know what you're on right now, but stay there, please. I like it.
Yes. After watching the trailer and everything, do you have like in seeing Thor: Love and Thunder trailer, anything that you most anticipate? Any scenes in there that you're like, I can't wait to see that? Do you have any expectations for this movie, or you have a favorite thing about the trailer? We'll go through it quick.
I think I'm really excited because Taika Waititi seems really stoked on this movie. Like, yeah, I think there was like some interview and he was just like, you guys, this is such a better movie than I expected it to be. And so he's excited for it, which makes me excited for it. But also the fact that we have gotten absolutely nothing of Christian Bale's God Butcher.
That's what I was just going to say, as I want to see Gore.
And then, like, the fact that they haven't shown anything probably means it's fantastic.
I know.
And they're just like, we're going to hold that, like, ace really close to the chest until we, like, maybe, like, right before it comes out, the final trailer, you get a good look at him.
I don't want to see it until the movie.
I don't want to see it.
I don't want to see it until the movie.
No, Kevin Feige came in. Remember
Kevin Feige was so pissed about the multiverse stuff.
Multiverse.
He's probably like, if anyone shows Gore's face, they're fired.
I don't think that's a problem. I think seeing him is okay, but I would really love to, like a classic trailer trope of, like, I don't know, just Thor and Natalie Portman just kind of standing there, and then they both just go, like, turn, like, and like, oh, Lord. And then just, boom, and you just see the God Butcher stand up, and they're just like, oh, no. Like, and that's all I need. That's all I need is just to see.
I'd like to see, if anything,
the shit out of them.
Maybe the back of him, if there's any shots of the back of him or something like that. I don't want to see him full on.
A scene from the back of just like, I don't know what his weapon will be in this movie, but he's just got a sword and you just see him like cut something down.
He has a sword
from behind. Yeah, he's got a sword.
What is the thing called? I'll look it up. Go ahead.
But yeah, just see him from behind with like his hood on, just like cut one of the gods of Olympus that we've kind of seen in the trailer down, just chop their head off or something, and then like a slow, like almost turn, but you can't see his face because of the hood. Well, something like that, just to like establish him as a hard threat.
It's Amit, and he takes her mouth and rips it open.
Oh, yeah, that could work.
I'd be okay with that. I don't like her. She's a right bitch.
Yeah, just something that like
I don't like her.
If people are like, what's his name? The God Butcher, and then just give him like a little taste of like, yeah, no, straight up, he's a butcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like hacking somebody down, and you're like, oh. He earned that name.
To the PG-13 level.
It's not like a moniker he gave himself.
Still PG-13.
Say it out of fear.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think we've seen most of the stuff that Taika's done, and I've loved all of it.
Yeah,
man.
Everything he's put out.
Shark versus Eagle.
I'm looking forward to seeing whatever how they bring Natalie Portman's Thor into it. I mean, we know what happens in the comics and stuff.
Yeah, is she gonna be cancer or is it gonna be just something else?
Yeah,
we don't know.
Because they could flip it over.
They've changed continuity before.
I want to see his reaction to that and everything. I want to see him bump uglies as Thors.
Hemsworth's such a good actor. If you gave him that,
make some babies, Thor babies.
Yeah.
You gave him the what? The toy? You said?
Oh no, I'm just saying Hemsworth is such a good actor that like if you gave him that emotionally to chew on because. He lost his mom, lost his dad, he lost his brother.
Oh, you mean the cancer angle?
Yeah, and you show him, like...
Goodness.
You show... what's her character's name? Shoot.
Jane Foster?
Yeah, if you show him, like... If you show this man who's lost everyone he's ever cared about, Jane Foster, dying of cancer, like... Probably show her in Thor form.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, this is awesome. And then she turns back and he's just like, not you two. Like, that would be a heartbreaking scene to watch.
You know those are strings that Taika likes to tug on.
Oh, yeah, man.
And stuff like that.
Oh, he's the one who started all that.
Oh, you said? Let me give you some laughter.
He'll literally do that, too. Like, he's so adept at the balance of that. Where you'll be laughing at a stupid joke, and then the next thing you know, you're crying. And you're like, how did I get here?
I can totally see that, like... She turns back. She's cancer.
Ooh.
Him and Rocket was in the ship talking about his. I think he lost there too.
Scarlett Johansson.
I personally have lost this.
What was it? What is the Scarlett Johansson movie that we saw twice in the theaters?
Oh, not the
The Hitler one.
Jojo Rabbit.
Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but
we won't spoil it.
It's so good. We need to watch
all
it.
everybody keeps saying is the shoe scene.
We need to watch
the shoe
it together.
scene killed them. I was like, the shoe scene. So
you will understand.
We
but
need to watch this movie
that is
together.
the perfect example of like.
That's right here.
He will just slip those heart-wrenching moments in there when you least expect it, and it just. And somehow you don't hate him for it. Like you're not resentful about it, but you just like. Whew, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
He had a quote too, because he played Hitler in that movie. And it was so good. They asked him like, "Oh, how did you prepare for the role of Hitler?" I didn't do any research. He's a cunt.
Yes.
You played him like one.
Yeah, he's like, that's what he is, so that's how I played him.
Yes.
But I could totally picture a scene, like, if you wanted to, like, do those hard lefts and rights that he likes to do. Just have, like, Thor reacting to Jane Foster and her, cancer-ridden body. And he's like, oh, no, and then she just turns back and slaps him. Like, shut up. And then, like, turn back.
Shit. That's going to be heavy.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I want it.
Yes. So yeah, Thor: Love and Thunder. That's one on the list. It's coming in July. We ain't got much long to wait.
I know.
It's coming.
Crazy.
Coming fast.
That's July 8th. And July 29th, not competing with it because I'm sure it couldn't.
I don't want to touch that. No, stay far away.
Super Pets, the DC League of Super Pets with Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart. That's coming out July 29th. So the end of July. I'm ready for it. With this one, y'all saw the trailer as well. Anything favorite things about the trailer? Anything you're anticipating for this one? Any expectations or theories? Well, not necessarily theories. I guess I don't have too many theories for this one. Before we dig into it real quick, let me just say, what's up, Amazing Web Hit? Just want to give you a shout out. Thanks for stopping through and saying hello. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. You've been following the channel for a long time.
Nice.
Oh, fantastic, dude.
He actually made a reaction video, I think, for Ironheart or Batman Beyond.
Oh, cool.
Really?
So, yeah.
I'll have to watch that.
Nice.
Super Pets. Looks fucking funny.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it.
Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson.
Back again.
Just a good duo. Can't go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Got Keanu Reeves voicing Batman.
Do y'all know who plays Superman? I missed that.
I
didn't notice.
It's not a voice I recognize right away.
Because it's Superman.
Yeah.
Superman.
It's fine. It's about the animals.
She said.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I saw them flash all the names at the end of the trailer, but.
I like squirrels.
I like squirrels.
Like turtles.
Lightning.
I don't know what the piggies, but it looks like it's gonna be funny as hell. I don't know what you think about them, Mariah. Any thoughts when you saw it? Were you like,
It's one of those that I could wait to see
pass.
till it goes on streaming.
Oh, she did destroy it. What about you, Joe?
It's fine.
What about you?
It's fine. I want to see it in theaters.
Are you gonna?
What was that one movie that Tom Holland was voicing, an animated movie that we saw in the theater as like we're just gonna go see something?
Oh,
and
that was him and Will Smith?
So good.
With
Yes, the bird one.
The bird.
The birds.
There was the pigeon.
I was like,
the pigeons that were like, yeah.
I would have seen that in theater. I would have seen that in theater.
Oh, what was
he was a spy.
Yeah, the spies.
Yeah.
We saw that in theaters because Joe wanted to see it, and I think we had there weren't any tickets for something else that had come out that weekend. So we're like, sure, let's go see it. We had the best time. That was such a funny movie. I laughed more than I expected to.
Same. When I saw it here at home when it finally came to
yeah, we definitely saw
it
in theaters, and it was so funny.
Spies in disguise.
Spies.
So fun. So fun and
so
silly.
If that ended up being one of those where I didn't have a lot of expectations and it ended up being really funny, I would enjoy that.
Are you seeing it in the theater though?
I want to.
Then I guess we are.
I mean, that is WB's strength. Like anything DC related, if it's animated,
that is true.
It's good.
That is true.
Anything that's live action, it's lackluster.
That's true.
It's typically the way that goes.
I wish they would have put DC would have put what is it? The Batman. What is it called? See, I'm trying to separate comic book from the one with the Dark Knight. The Dark Knight Returns.
The futuristic one where he beats up Superman with the suit.
Yeah, I wish they would have put that in the theaters, but they put.
They got a taste of it in Batman v Superman. We got a little bit.
What's the one they put in the theaters? The other animated one, when Joker rapes Batgirl and all that.
Oh, the Killing Joke.
Yeah, why are you putting that in the theaters and not? And that
and
he didn't
do that in the comic.
No, that was
he doesn't. rape her in the comic. He just shoots her and paralyzes her, and then she like. Well, he tortures her dad.
Yeah, he does that.
Tortures
But
Gordon.
he shows pictures of her.
Yeah, that's not supposed. No. That wasn't in the original one.
Really?
Yeah, I remember people saying it wasn't in the original.
He strips her naked and shows Gordon those pictures.
Oh,
but he doesn't do anything to her. Besides, like physically, he doesn't do anything to her.
It's not insinuated that he doesn't.
Okay, all right.
Physically.
They just made it gross. Like in that other one, I can't remember which one it is, but where Batman and Batgirl have sex on like a rooftop, and you're like,
oh, wait, that one's the same one, right?
Why? Yeah, I think it is the same one actually. Yeah, like, why are you making it weird? Stop.
Because she was like what, 18, 17, 15? Just keep going down.
I don't care. He's just a grown. Yeah. He's like a father figure to her. Yeah, don't do that. It's weird.
Yeah, Professor
weird.
Batman.
Don't like it.
No, Professor Batman. All right. We have went way past this animated series for kids or movie for kids.
Yeah, and then we arrived at
So yeah, pets. Yeah.
Super Pets.
Did you get it all? Did it give you? Did it make you? Well, I guess it didn't make Mariah excited for it, but did it make you more excited when you first heard about Super Pets coming out and then you saw the trailer where you're like, oh yeah, that's about
I think it was about what I expected it to be, because when I first heard about it, it was like, yeah, Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart. I'm like, okay, so it'll be silly and fun.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you.
What's up?
I didn't know they were making this movie until I got here today.
Okay, oh no, that's cool.
I don't remember.
That's not your fault. That's DC's fault.
I don't remember
bad marketing.
Hearing about it. I'd never seen the trailers. I don't remember it being on their slate lineup. I literally was like, Super Pets.
See, that says something, because then you saw the trailer and you're like, I'm still not going to theaters to see it. I'm going to wait. All right.
Yep.
That's cool. Good. We got it. Sit, stay, save the world. See, even that didn't get Mariah to the theater to watch a movie.
I am by and large a very good movie goer because I love most things. So if I go and see it, I will probably enjoy it.
Okay.
But
yeah, I mean, the trailer, they didn't do their job.
If there's something else going out that weekend that I want to see more.
I'm also more for like the animated movies.
Oh yeah, me too.
Because I'm a child. Like, what's that?
I also like animated movies.
What's that new one that's? It's out right now. It's like The Bad Guys or something.
Oh, The Bad Guys was good, man.
It was?
Yeah.
I want to see it.
In the theaters.
I haven't seen it yet.
I went in with low expectations though, so.
Huh?
I don't know what you're talking about that either.
Yeah, I remember it's like the wolf and he's got like a gang of
snake.
Yeah, wolf, snake, a shark, and a spider.
And the piranha.
Yeah. I told you about it.
It's a heist movie. It's a heist movie, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a heist movie. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
So
it looks really fun.
It is.
It's a furry bait, but I'm here for it.
It
looks fun and silly.
We're getting canceled. He said furry, so we still Super Pets for the
Super
kids.
Pets
for kids.
Children.
Yeah.
Next on the slate.
So, but Dwayne Johnson,
I love Dwayne Johnson. I love Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, that's good, because the next movie on our slate.
Oh, there you go. That segue.
Black Adam. Look at this man.
I know.
His arm is bigger than my face.
Do you follow him on Instagram?
Oh man, he just talks about his workouts and how hard he's working to make Black Adam as like big and monstrous
Sometimes I'll just
as
be
possible.
scrolling through Instagram and I'll see him do his workouts and I'm just like,
I'm not doing enough with my life.
I just like it is probably the closest, besides the guy that plays the mountain in Game of Thrones, like probably the closest I've seen to superhuman in a person in media. It's crazy.
He's not wearing the puffed up stuff that.
No, it's just a skin tight suit.
It's literally just a skin
That's just how he looks.
And he's keeping it all on. Like,
it's crazy.
There was a fun video he put out talking about his diet to get that big fucking huge, and it was like, you know what min-maxing is?
No.
It's when nerds play video games and they literally like study. Like, it happens a lot in D&D. You'll study, like, the stats of particular, like, races of characters and, like, classes, and you basically work really hard in the minutia to make your character as strong as possible. And literally, he's talking about his breakfasts, his lunches, his dinners, all of his, like, in-between meals. And I was like, yeah, we wanted to, like, kick it up a notch, so we, like, did other things. We added blueberries to my breakfast, and then that wasn't working, so we took them away. And, like, just min-maxing his nutrition to just get as physically big and cut as possible, and it's just like
blueberries,
adding like adding micronutrients to like help with certain things, and like just just doing the most work. And like, if I don't think he would have signed on. And like, he's been talking about playing Black Adam for like 10 years.
This is his Deadpool.
So like, I believe that he wouldn't sign on. He wouldn't keep doing it for all these years if he didn't
he's a producer
believe in it. Yeah, and like fighting for a good script. So I'm totally down.
Good script too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because we don't know much about it. Yeah, we've seen it in ads and stuff like that.
We've seen nothing of the plot.
The plot. Yeah,
but
you know, he chokes a guy out and shocks him to death, and then bullets can't hurt him. Yeah, that's about all we know. And he's pissed.
Shazam in it? Do y'all recall hearing anything about Shazam in it?
I don't think we know that yet.
So.
I mean, he might be on the IMDb.
I would love for Henry Cavill to make a cameo, man.
Ooh,
that'd be dope too.
Just see those two, and he's like, "I'm super." Oh my god.
I know.
I mean, you put them two together. They're probably about the same height, but no, Henry Cavill's a little shorter than him.
No, they might be about the same.
Really? Or?
Yeah, I think they're both like 6'2", 6'3".
Sheesh.
Now we're both looking at things. What are you looking at?
I'm most anticipated thing about this is to see how. Well, actually, I want to see the script because it starts with that. I'm curious to see what story he's going to tell because it's a villain. He's an anti-villain. And The Rock, with certain roles that he's had throughout the years, he's just Dwayne Johnson playing the character. So, there's Black Adam, and I want to see the visuals. I want to see the country that Black Adam comes from, and I want to see all the visuals.
Egypt.
I'm ready for yes, Egypt, Nate. It's not that difficult, but and I want to see, of course, the fight scenes, but some epic fight scenes because it's been so long. Your expectations can't help to just keep climbing and climbing. It's like, what are you going to give us, man? Let's get it.
So, Henry Cavill is 6'1". I totally thought he was taller than that.
No.
6'1". Dwayne Johnson's 6'5".
6'5", okay, yeah.
So, yeah, Black Adam would be.
And, Shazam does not appear to be in the IMDb.
Oh, well,
but Dr. Fate is.
Dr. Fate, yes.
Yeah, Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan. Get it. Let's say, oh, man. And Dr. Fate is like DC's
Strange.
Doctor Strange. So I wonder would that little battle would be if they had
They ripped off each other all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Back and forth.
Oh, this is
so
a
funny.
YouTube video that shows
that literally shows them all.
Like
who ripped off who first?
Yeah,
like they're going
That's
tit for
so
tat.
funny.
I'm like, oh, Wade Wilson, fine. Or Slade Wilson, fine.
I might have to
Wade
do a show on
Wilson.
that.
Yeah.
Slade
I know,
Wilson,
right?
Wade Wilson. Same thing.
It's
not even subtle.
funny.
Quicksilver and Flash.
Yep.
Oh, Darkseid, very nice. Here,
Quicksilver
Thanos.
Yeah.
It's not Thanos. Who
Yeah.
else? Another one. Off the bat. Batman and Moon Knight? I don't know.
Yeah, Venom Moon Knight.
Yeah.
I think that was their thing. Batman and Moon Knight.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. We'll have to cover those on an episode. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. Yeah.
Like, oh, Shazam's name is actually Captain Marvel? We now have a Captain Marvel. Get wrecked.
Oh, next on the list.
Yes.
So we're ready for that. Next on the list. I was going to say something about Egypt and Black Panther, but I don't, it's not going to work. Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever. Black Panther,
Yes.
Wakanda forever. We don't have a trailer for it. We don't
nothing
have
for
any images. All we have to go off is...
We have a name and a date.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's November 11th, 2022. So almost Christmas time. It's November. Is that Halloween is November?
Halloween's October.
Or Halloween's Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving is November. Halloween is October.
Thanksgivings. So I mean, ain't much to say about it, but of course, I'm hyped to see wherever they go with it. I'm excited to revisit Wakanda.
Yes.
Just the country, or in general, just
Yeah.
that, and to see what happened. I wonder if they're gonna pick it up like after the snap. We call it the snap. What do they call it? The blip?
The
Or
blip.
The blip.
The snapping.
Snapping. Yes. So I want to see what happens there, even like with Okoye, and I'm sure the ladies are coming back.
Oh, for sure.
And
Absolutely.
They're too popular not to bring them back.
yes.
They're
And I want to
amazing.
see, Nakia. I want to see who's going to sit on the throne.
There's so
Is there
many
going to be a
questions
Black
about
Panther
this one.
in it?
I know.
Yeah, a lot of
It
people
won't
are
be-
really... Are you one of the people who's like really pulling for a
I mean, why not?
recast?
No, pulling for a recast?
There's
Yeah.
a lot of people
I don't have,
on opposite sides of the coin.
Yeah,
I
some
don't-
people are...
I
Sorry,
don't, no, just because I don't think they didn't have a dog in the fight. I seen there you can recast the character or like not and if you don't recast, then I wonder. That's what makes me wonder. What will you do if you don't recast? So I mean,
give it to Shuri.
I either way wouldn't mind.
Ryan Coogler has gone on record saying that they are not recasting T'Challa.
Yeah.
But not that they're not.
Yeah, they'll definitely pass on the mantle.
They will pass on the mantle, but there are a lot of people that were saying to recast T'Challa because they wanted to see so much more from T'Challa, the character himself.
Yeah, I agree with that. T'Challa has already, touched hearts of youth and things like that. And they know the names, synonymous to whatever they, it's like, we're not going to get another Clark Kent. We're going to, just put him down and we'll get a different Superman or something. Yeah. But it's not the same, I guess, because it is a mantle.
Yeah.
But I guess Captain America. I'm upset with the Captain America thing. People might be upset with that, but he didn't get really recast.
He just passed it down.
Yeah. Exactly. They didn't recast Steve Rogers.
Yeah. Right.
They made a new Captain America.
But to a lot of people, Steve Rogers is Captain America, and there is no other Captain America, so you got to call him something else. So is it still?
I think that comic book fans are better off with passing the mantle than they are with, at least with this universe of movies than recasting. Yeah.
I would be okay with the recasting. I mean, it happened with Iron Man with War Machine.
It did.
But I mean,
because the way they dealt with that too is so good.
Who is Black Panther? I mean, I know his sister had it for a little bit in the comics.
Yeah.
But
give it to M'Baku.
The way that'd be cool too, because the way you get Black Panther, who's she fighting? Who's she gonna be fighting in that water? M'Baku, is he like, you want to fight?
I know. Honestly, it's probably no one would challenge her.
Because they keep it traditional fighting, and she's got 10.
You have to challenge. So
that's the way she could get it.
Before T'Challa, because they expected no one to challenge.
That would be interesting, out of respect.
And then M'Baku came up. Because it was, they basically, Nakia was talking to him and saying that, no one's going to challenge you. It's basically just going to be for...
it's all for show.
It's all for show, yeah.
Then he came down from the mountains.
Yeah, they did.
We sick of being up there. Look at it.
You scoffed at tradition. So good.
Yeah, man.
So mad.
So good. But it's going to be really interesting.
I'm glad when I heard the controversy, I was like, I'm glad I'm not the guy over there making the decisions.
Yeah, because that
was tough.
I mean, it's...
Because I would, recasting it I would be cool with, but isn't this, it has its pros and cons and stuff like that. And then... the mantle passing has its pros and cons, because it's where is T'Challa then?
Yeah, they're gonna have to address it.
Did he not make it back in the blip?
I think he has to.
Yeah. True. Yeah, true that.
Yeah.
I think he had. I don't know. There's so many ways you could do it, but the only thing I can think of.
Mantle passing.
Yeah, I mean the only thing I think, at least personally, I think he has to die. I think he's got to be dead.
But it's. Yeah, off screen though. Yeah, see that's why.
That's the hard part. I think maybe making some sort of.
There's no digital, they said you can bring him back. And he's like,
no, absolutely not. But I think you have to make it something like that final fight with Thanos. He sustained some sort of injury that
So maybe it opens with a funeral, and maybe the mom talks about it.
Yeah, maybe something like that. But I think you have to connect it to his accomplishments in Endgame, give him something that happened there that messed him up, and then all of Wakanda is grieving because of it.
Do we remember, what is the last moment we saw T'Challa?
He was at Stark's funeral, right?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was totally there,
Yeah, so maybe...
Yeah, that was the last time we saw
You could maybe show, Shuri and his mom kind of, talking in those same outfits in the same location, be like, hey... Is he okay? Cause he's his bones were broken, or something happened at that fight. He's holding up well for the funeral, but he's not okay. And then maybe cut for it. I don't know. But it's such a hard thing to handle.
Yeah, man.
With respect.
Yeah.
Because
but he said
Chadwick Boseman crushed it.
But you said that Ryan Coogler said that he's not recasting, right?
Yeah.
Ryan Coogler said that they are not recasting T'Challa. Yeah. That is the specifics of wordage that he used.
This is going to be an emotional one, probably.
Probably.
It's probably. I'm sure it's going to be emotional.
Very emotional. Probably right out the gate from all of the actors.
Chadwick, putting his legacy.
His everything, man.
Here to his legacy in this character to rest. Speaking of rest.
Yeah. Nap time?
There's nothing to. Nap time? Speaking of rest, we got to go. Nah. One more on the list is Shazam! Fury of the Gods. There's no trailer for this. There's nothing for this as well.
Nothing for this.
We have the name, the title, December 16th, around Christmas month, right after Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
Right after Comic-Con. Shazam Fury of the Gods coming out. Do y'all know, have you heard, or do you know, or do you think that Black Adam will be in Shazam Fury of the Gods?
Hope so.
Good bet.
I really hope so. No, but he's not on the IMDb as of currently, but I am super excited that the photos we've seen from it do have like him and all of the other orphans powered up in their adult forms.
Yeah.
So they're all coming back, and I'm here for it.
Is that the Fury of the Gods they're talking about? No, I guess it couldn't be, but that's a lot of characters to be. Yeah. Like, do we get a length on this movie yet? But yeah, dang, that's a lot of characters, a lot of guys, a lot of people to be keeping track of, I guess.
Yeah.
And have a runtime.
That first movie was very. Yeah, me too.
So
did you watch Chuck?
No.
That show back in the day?
No.
That's why I first saw him, and yeah. Who else was he in besides?
He was Flynn Rider in Tangled.
Oh, Rosalie, that's right.
And then he was also, I know him from my music theater nerd. He's done a lot of music theater. He was in First Date.
Oh, really?
On Broadway, he originated that musical.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's got I'm pretty sure a pretty extensive theater background.
All I knew was he did Chuck.
Yeah.
Nice. Musical theater?
Mm-hmm.
All right, exactly. Yep. I seen him at was it International? No, and
wait, Nate, did I catch right that you have not seen Tangled?
Yeah. Every time. Yeah, a lot of times when we talk, I say that, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch it. It is on my list. It's on my list on DC.
I love Tangled.
Disney Plus.
Tangled is better than Frozen.
And I almost watched it the other day.
Anyone who disagrees can fight me.
Oh my God. Say what?
Tangled is better than Frozen.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know how high a bar Frozen is, to be honest.
I mean, for the phenomenon that it was, people
talking some trash.
I
didn't see the second.
Love Frozen and Frozen 2. I love them.
Are they both good?
They're both good. I like Tangled more than both of them.
Hey, no runtime for Shazam 2. No runtime.
But it's also because Flynn Rider is like the cutest man ever of Disney prince. He becomes a prince ever. It's freaking adorable.
Do that fan film with you, Joe? So Mariah keeps trying to get people canceled. She said Tangled better than Frozen.
Joe was the one who went after CW and tried to fight them earlier. It wasn't me.
She said that Doctor Strange is better than Spider-Man.
I did say that.
What is Spider-Man?
Am I the one with the hot takes?
A little bit.
Wow.
It's all good,
I didn't expect that.
That's all good.
I like what I like. What can I say?
Cool. But Shazam, that's all we got, is a lightning bolt.
Yep. That's all we got.
I'm ready for it.
Some cool photos, but yeah. That's it.
All right, I'm ready for that too. So, Fury of the Gods, yeah. Thor: Love and Thunder, DC, League of Super Pets, Black Adam, and Black Panther, and Black Shazam.
Yeah.
Well,
Black Shazam.
One of them black, ain't they? No, are they in black? Oh no, Black Adam has the black suit. Everybody else has like red, blue, purple,
I think
yellow.
they're all colored.
Yeah.
Colors of the...
Canceled again.
Fucking canceled.
Go to camera one. All right, so
cut her off.
Wow, she apologizes.
One of them is
I hope you enjoy. This will be my last podcast with us.
African.
She's been purple.
Yeah.
I love purple.
Yep. Almost black. So, that was the 2000. I had to get away from you. So, that was 2022. These are some of the titles that are expected for 2023, which is Kraven the Hunter, expected January 13th, 2023. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumanium, February 17th. Unless they move stuff around, this is what we're going to be getting. Yeah. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, March 17th. This is all 2023. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, May 5th. Can't wait for that one. It's supposed to be the last one, too.
Yeah.
They're not going to be doing any more Guardians. Not that the Guardians won't be around, but as far as Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Yeah. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, June 2nd, 2023. The Flash, June 2023. Oh, June 2nd, I'm sorry, Spider-Man. The Flash, June 23rd.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And it's been pushed back as many times as old man's hairline.
Everything going on with Ezra Miller.
Yeah, he's fun. Madam Web, July 7th, expected. The Marvels, expected July 28th. The Marvels is Captain Marvel and Ms. Marvel, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Cool. And then Blue Beetle. Oh my gosh, give me Blue fucking Beetle. I can't wait to see Blue Beetle. That's August 18th, around my birthday, which is August 9th. And then there's an Untitled Marvel movie for November 3rd, which I assume would be the second Spider-Verse. Would they make it come out 6 months later or the same year, you think?
Oh, because they've got it's part 1. They put it in the title.
I think they do part 1 and then
That's
6
a good
months later.
guess.
In this 6 months later? I mean, that would be great.
Yeah,
I'd love that.
They're gonna try to, what's it called? Milk it? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah. So yeah, I'm hyped for all those, man. Let's get it.
That is a good guess, though.
I'm most hyped for
Oh yeah, what are you most hyped for in these titles?
No, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I love the MCU and everything, but like that first Spider-Verse movie just hit so hard in such a unique and awesome way.
Indeed, indeed.
God, it was good.
Being there for getting this animated film, and then that music be getting you too.
Oh God,
music. Tell you.
Sunflower,
anything
so
that you're
good.
most excited for out of the list of 2023?
Besides Spider-Verse,
Right.
which I don't know why I was like not even thinking of it, but yes, I'm also excited for that. Probably Quantumania, just because people have expected to get Kang and like everything that we've gotten so far this year. And we've only gotten him in Loki.
Yeah.
And so before we even got He Who Remains in Loki, that was Jonathan Majors' casting was announced for Quantumania. And so we don't know the plot of Quantumania yet, but since they announced him, it's assumed to be a big part of it. I'm excited for that, just to see.
I was gonna say, I wonder if they'll have a post-credit with Kang in it for Thor or Black Panther.
Probably
any of them. Like one of them. I mean, maybe Black Panther because it's coming out later. But
yeah, that would be a good guess.
They might not, because I've heard people talking about how like I think Kevin Feige is wanting to avoid setting up Kang as like the new Thanos.
Yeah.
Like, they don't want to have like an
overarching
overarching big bad. They kind of want to like keep it a little more segmented, I think is what I heard.
The Secret Wars is going to be a series or a movie? Or Secret Invasion?
Secret Invasion.
I think that's a series.
Secret Invasion is the series.
All right.
I believe they made it a series.
There is not going to be a big thing then? It's not going to be a big...
That's what he's saying, and it's like... I guess it's good.
Television miniseries.
Oh, yeah.
Is what it's slated as.
They're not doing the same thing, They're not doing the exact same success that they had before. Like, they're pushing the envelope by not making one overarching big bad, but... I can't imagine how, if Kang is basically released from the sacred timeline, how he's not having a hand in everything based on the comics. Like,
they're going to shut him down in Quantumania? That's it? It's going to come and go?
I would be so shocked. Because in the comics, it literally takes so many.
Well, I mean, I don't think they're going to take him out necessarily in Quantumania.
Yeah.
But it would be really interesting because we've got kind of threats coming from all sides at this point because you've got Kang showed up. He's obviously going to be a huge threat. Yeah. Then at the end of Eternals, you met Thanos' brother, and he was talking about, like, hey, there's some stuff you guys need to know about. Like, we got to go.
Yeah.
They took off, and then at the end of Strange, you've got, what was your name? Clea showing up and be like, hey, Dark Dimension, we got some shit to take care of.
Also, Eternals, the fucking celestial god coming into there.
And
like, what the fuck is that?
Whatever happens in Thor, we're obviously going to get introduced to the Greek gods.
Yeah.
And, like, that whole pantheon. So, there's going to be a lot of big world kind of stuff happening.
War will live.
Yeah.
But, for me... It's a lot of good shit on this list, and like Blue Beetle, I've been wanting to see, but since I don't know, since we don't know anything about or haven't seen anything, the only one really seen shit for is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and like the Flash, some of Aquaman a little bit, but the Flash has been an anticipated thing. I know, like it's tough to separate the actor from the character.
Yeah.
So it kind of went down on my list, but Michael Keaton coming back as Batman is my fucking everything.
Yeah.
As you can see. So that is what I'm most anticipated for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But not the movie. Guardians of the Galaxy, I do want to see how they wrap that up. So that's probably the most thing. Other than Spider-Verse, which is
and
just...
like, I'm so thrown by Madam Web. I just...
like,
what are you doing?
It's a big question mark.
There are so many good Spider people.
Are they doing...
you got...
Spider-Gwen could have...
You got Falcon.
I know.
You got...
Spider-Man 2099 could have.
Yeah, I just don't know what they're doing.
They're doing Wonder Twins over there with the same thing they do with Wonder Twins.
Madame Web is Sony as well, right?
Sony, what are you doing, man?
I thought Madame Web was.
Because like you got Vulture, okay.
Craven
you got
is probably
Morbius.
gonna be a hot mess.
You got Craven.
Oh, you think Craven gonna be a hot mess?
Isn't
the Hit? Not Hit Boy. The one that played Scarlet Witch's brother going to be?
Yeah, he's gonna play Craven. I don't remember his name.
Is it gonna be a hot mess?
Wait.
Oh, did you not hear about that?
No.
Yeah, so.
But that's Sony, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's gonna be a hot mess.
Oh.
Fucking. What is his name?
I don't see how you can set up a Sinister Six movie when you don't have a Spider-Man.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Is he?
So
he's playing Craven the Hunter.
Oh.
I love Aaron Taylor
You said
Johnson.
we don't have a Spider-Man.
No, they don't have a Spider-Man currently.
Yeah, what they doing over there?
So
and
it's
then
like
the whole Madam Web thing, like that might be their way of bringing a Spider-Man in, but like, like if you're gonna name it Madam Web, it has to be about her more or less. So, like, how are you gonna set that? It's a weird choice. So I'm like, I'm hoping it's smart and calculated.
Like you're trying to set up a Sinister Six without like the reason that we care about the villains in his gallery is because of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So it's like, and that was the thing that killed me with Morbius, and we talked about it a little bit, is like, first of all, if you're taking Michael Keaton, who is Tom Holland's Vulture, but Tom Holland is not in this universe, he had a beef with specifically that Peter Parker, like, not all Spider-Men, so we don't even know who... It's just, it's so putting the cart before the horse.
I agree.
That I have no idea how it's not going to be a mess, to be quite honest.
A lot of stuff will be cleared up when you go watch Super Pets.
I hope
you're right.
Craven the Hunter shines some light on what we got going on.
I hope Craven the Hunter is a standalone, do your own damn thing, like Joker.
It can't be.
These motherfuckers.
They're trying to set something up, and so it can't be that.
I know what they're setting up. They're setting up the end.
Sony, just give it tomorrow, man. They know what they're doing.
Literally, though.
That's a lot of money. They didn't want to try it.
Literally, though. They have talked about deals, Nate, about Sony still getting cuts of characters and giving them creative control. And Sony basically is like, no, fuck you. It's literally a pissing match at this point.
That's not the thing with Hulk, right? Is that a Hulk? Is that a Sony Marvel thing too?
Yeah. Okay. The standalone Hulks. But
yeah. That's a Universal thing.
That's right, because they still have
Universal.
Hulk. But it's like there have been so many talks. Supposedly, like the boardrooms, there are things we don't know, but things that have been reported on is that Disney and Marvel have offered deals multiple times to Sony, and every single time Sony says that's not enough money.
No.
But honestly, if we're being real here, they would probably make more money off of Marvel's movies, even if at a smaller cut, than they are making from their standalone box offices with stuff like Morbius. They would be making more money with a deal than they are making full money from their shitty movies.
Yeah.
Man, I am the one with the hot takes, aren't I? Jeez.
Hold on, wait. Camera one. Hey.
I keep getting cut off.
It's okay. Everything's good. We're good.
Don't cancel us. Don't cancel us.
People probably agree with me.
They're shitty movies. No, I'm sure they will be. No, they do. I'm sure they do. We yeah. Speaking of being canceled, it's the end of our show. So,
I was like, are we talking about Wonder Twins again? They were canceled.
Oh my gosh, Wonder Twins. I would only want to see that movie just to see what the hell they do.
Oh, the best that it would create.
The CGI of him is the bucket of water?
Yeah.
Oh, dear God. There wouldn't
best
be
looking
CGI,
water you've ever
like,
seen.
Splat. That's it. But yeah, that I wouldn't be someone investing in that or think it would make money. I'm like, I just want to, what did y'all have in mind? Can I see like the spec sheets and can I see what y'all had in mind from the drawings and shit? But,
that's probably how it got canceled. They saw that and they're like, oh no.
I think not, sir.
He's from what show?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Not to hate on that show. That got canceled too. Riverdale got canceled. 7 seasons though. It did. It went 7 seasons. Yeah. You got Camila Mendez in it.
Like people who liked it really liked it, and then there were people who just like sucks, dude.
Yeah, I never watched it.
You ever watched it?
No.
I seen it and I watched it for, I can't say I even watched the first season, but I watched like a big chunk of the first season because of Camila Mendez.
Mm-hmm.
And it was okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you know the type of show it jumped right into I'm taking my shirt off and, we doing this, being in the pool and, wet breasts and stuff. And I got a relationship with this guy. And then there's a threesome. And I'm like, damn,
I've
it's
seen
all
some of the
and
plot
the teachers.
descriptions.
What the hell's going on?
I'm like, I'm good.
And then there was a girl that playing music. I'm like, okay, that's nice. Everybody else is just tripping and doing crazy stuff. So having sex with the teacher. I'm having sex with the teacher's son. So now the dad and the son having sex with the same teacher. And then the teacher got like 5 kids. And then the husband coming home late and he having sex with... hold on now.
I saw literally a plot arc.
It wasn't exactly that.
I don't know her name and it's awful. But the redhead who plays... I don't even know her character name.
That's okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know Betty and Veronica.
The redhead?
I know the actress, yeah.
Yes.
She's cute.
But it was like...
She's talented. She's right. She's talented.
It was going... I was reading articles about, interesting costume things that lend to story. Like, the way that you can do costuming in stories. And so it was talking about how that character, apparently every time she wore white, I think it was, something... consequential in her life happened, and I'm like, oh, that's really interesting. Then it was the first time she killed her brother, and the second time she burned down her house, and then the third time she joined a cult, and I'm like, whoa.
Wow.
Those might not have been verbatim, but it was
that leap that they took.
It was plot points like that, and I went, okay, I'm good. I don't need to.
They're right now
it was crazy.
In the show. They have superpowers.
Really?
Cool.
Yes. So. It went from I'm in high school drama to hey, so my superpower is and the character. Let me see.
Oh my gosh, I can lift a bus. How crazy!
Madeline,
now let's talk about my dating life.
Cheryl Blossom is the
Cheryl Blossom. Madeline Pesh, I think is her name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was it was a very interesting article, and I love costuming things that lend to movies and. Sansa Stark was in there, which is one of the greatest. Talking about Game of Thrones, and her costuming informs her character. And then I saw that one, and I'm like,
I love that too, man. Oh man,
yeah.
That's why I can't wait to start doing a big budget stuff and have budget because I want to get stylists and costumers and stuff like that. Because I was telling you, I always go back to just Superman's outfit. Yeah. How when you zoom in, it's little pieces of
S's in there.
Yeah, and
texture.
Most recently, the costume on Moon Knight. What's her name? What's the character that she? That Layla turns into.
Scarlet Scarab.
The guy hand painted I'm like what? And then just
it's
all
amazing.
that little costuming and stuff.
Yeah. It's amazing.
But yeah, all right. So, most anticipated. All these movies coming out. I don't know nothing about Game of Thrones.
You will.
But I will know about Game of Thrones. I think I'm gonna watch it and then watch. I'm gonna watch House of Dragons. Yeah. House of the Dragons, and then go watch Game of Thrones just to see how that is, and then I'll come back and tell y'all about that experience.
Yeah.
Stuff. But yeah, man, that's it. That's good, chunky, hefty talking about this comic book stuff. I'm gonna go read some comics after this. Where can the people find y'all in these streets, Joe? Where they find you in these streets?
You can find me at Joseph Ray Santos on Instagram.
Instagram. And Mariah, where they find you in the streets?
Mariah E. Martin.
Right.
On Instagram, not in the streets, but
in the internet streets. I'm sorry, in the internet streets.
Oh, in the internet. Mariah E. Martin. On the internet
streets. To be specific.
Yeah.
Internet streets.
Mariah. You find me at Lyles Nate, all over the place, everywhere in underwears. Well, not in underwears. I'm in my own underwear. The only underwear that matters. Okay, so until then, that's where you can find us, and also until then, please subscribe to this channel. And
smash that bell.
Oh yeah,
that's what people say, right?
Smash that bell. Smash that bell. The bell gives you alerts and stuff. It lets you know when we're going live. It lets you know when we posted something new. Let's see. I am moving. I just want to let you know, so just in case we don't have a show next week. I am moving. We haven't we're still early in this hemisphere of podcasting as far as going live. We're gonna try to settle in on a schedule, but it may take some time. So bear with us. Until then, we'll keep you updated. I'll keep you updated on my socials. We'll keep you updated on our socials and stuff like that. I'll post something, they copy and throw it up there for y'all so y'all can know.
Yeah.
That is what we do.
Yeah. I mean, we're just
Nate's excellent at marketing.
Yeah.
And I'm excellent at reposting.
Yeah. Remarketing. So and I'm also on Twitch. Play some games on Twitch. At Lyles Nate. We're gonna try to get these two to play Star Wars So I'm gonna just be in the background in the shadows, just watching them play Star Wars. It won't be creepy.
There'll probably be a lot of bickering. I'm so if that's not your thing, if you don't want to.
Oh no, I don't want the mom and daddy
because Joe
fight.
can be kind of a dick when we're playing co-op video games. You run off ahead on your own and leave me behind.
Run off on your own and leave me. Hold on, have you ever played It Takes Two?
I played It Takes Two. No.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah, yes. Oh yeah, I know all about that game.
You said he's run off and leave you. You can't leave her in that game because y'all need each other to. I would love to see y'all play that, man. I'd love to see.
We
y'all play
played.
That. I've seen couples play it on Twitch.
Arguing
and stuff. What is the Mario one?
Mario Paint? Super 3D World.
Mario Super Mario 3D
It's the same
World.
idea. You play as multiple Mario.
But you're fighting against each other, trying to get the most amount of points. It's co-op in the sense that you share stars.
You beat levels together, but at the end there is a winner.
One person gets to wear a crown.
Yeah, you get a crown.
We really should have streamed that one because
it was intense. If you get the stamp, a stamp gives you a certain little sticker in the game, but it also awards you 4,000 points. So it's we're both running, we see the sticker, you could pick up your partner and just throw him off a ledge and go get the sticker yourself.
What? Your partner, though.
Yeah, that's great, man. You can
that's competitive y'all are, man. Sheesh.
Yeah, that's where a lot of the hate started.
Let's
say with you.
Let's say I get a co-op game and I have it. Would y'all come to the studio and play?
Yeah. We set up an hour or two and then we record the podcast afterwards. We could work that out.
Or vice versa.
Or vice versa, yeah, either way.
It depends on when we narrow it down. But yeah. All right. Cool.
It could be organized.
It'll be on my channel though, so it's boosting the numbers.
That's fine.
Hey y'all, I'm not playing today, but alright, cool. We'll talk about that off camera. Alright, y'all. Y'all ain't here for all that talk. Y'all here for this nerd it's all nerd talk. I guess y'all here for this talk a little bit. Alright. So find us on youtube.com/LylesNate. You're already here. Spread the word about the channel and subscribe to the channel. It always helps. Leave some comments. Ask us any questions. You ask us questions here in the comment section, whether you're doing it live or whether you're doing it after the show. And, we dig into it on the next show. So thank you for supporting the channel. Thank y'all for watching. And see y'all next time. Until next time, stay royal, stay loyal. Peace out.